Alright, you guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing a battery swap on the Ranger here, because my current battery's like right at that threshold where it needs to be changed out. Which I tracked it down through Ford. I called them and the corporate office at least, and they tracked it down to the original manufacturer, like this battery was put in the truck when it was brand new. Not this one, obviously, the one that's in the truck. So I mean, it lasted, let's see, 14. Shit, it lasted 9 years. That's not bad, considering all the lights and stuff and all that stuff I have on my truck. So, yeah, we're gonna replace the battery today. All right, so we got the hood open and everything else, and let's go ahead and take this battery out of here. So most of these bolts are, screws, everything else. They're all gonna be 8mm usually on the Fords. So you got a battery tie down or hold down right here on this truck at least, which is an 8mm. Just like that. Then we've got another 8mm over here on the negative. You don't need to take these all the way off just to loosen them. Just like that. Make sure it doesn't touch again for sparks. And then mine, I had to get a little an aftermarket kind of deal, so I have to use a flathead. But yours would probably be 8mm as well. Some pliers for this. All right. Here we go. Just like that. Which, this is going to be fun now. Because I cleverly decided to route all my wiring underneath the handle. So I might have to cut the handle off. Which it's looking that way. Yep. So I'll have to cut this handle off here. We'll come back after that's done. Alright. So now it's just a matter of fishing this battery up and over and around these wires here. And these are all for my lights and everything, so that's my sub and amp. And out we come. So just like that. Now if you do have a lot of corrosion on your terminals, now would be a good time to clean them, as well as the tray, anything else, because you'd be amazed at what just a little bit of dirt can do to your battery as far as parasitic loss. So CRC makes a really good can. Actually, I'll grab it so you can see it. CRC makes this battery terminal cleaner. Fantastic stuff. It sprays out yellow, but if there's acid or anything, it turns pink. I've used this on batteries where it's so bad it turns purple. So on that instance, I've actually used an entire can on this guy's car. But yeah, this stuff works great. So if you have any, that powdery residue, any acid, anything else, use that first, and then follow it up. I'm going to be doing this to the new battery today too. Follow it up with some dielectric grease from CRC to keep any moisture off, so you don't get any more corrosion. So let's grab the new battery. Now this is a Motorcraft battery. Alright, so this is a terminal brush. You can pick these up at any hardware store or auto parts store for not that much. And you're just going to stick it over and just twist it on over, just to get any surface layer of corrosion that could be on there off. Get them nice and shiny. And these also have like a little brush you can use, but I know mine are clean, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then next I'm going to grab my dielectric grease here and put them on the posts. Once it comes out, there it goes. Positive. And again, you're just trying to prevent any moisture. You can use pretty much any grease, but I like the electrical stuff because it's a lot thicker. So, and I've never, even with degreasers cleaning my engine bay, I've never seen this stuff break down. So, and you're just gonna smear it all across there, any metal contact that's there. But what I was talking about keeping just the surface of the battery clean itself, you can actually take your voltmeter or your multimeter and touch the positive post, and then use your black negative terminal on the voltmeter and just touch different points, usually around the acid caps here, or the electrolyte caps, and you can just see that, you know, on this guy's battery that I use the entire can of the cleaner with, we were seeing 10 volts just by touching from the positive to right here. You know, that's how much was jumping across, which is why he was having trouble starting his car. So let's go ahead and hook positive up first, as always, and then negative last. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go clean my hands off, and then we'll tighten it down. Alright, so as you can see, I have decided to leave my wires on the top this time, so that if anything does happen to this battery, I don't have to cut the handle off, because these aren't too fun to take out with a handle missing. Son of a bitch. Well, at least it fell through. Don't want to loosen it more. Seriously, need to go to a junkyard and find a new positive bolt here. This is just, I hate flatheads, first of all. Okay, that's on there. That's on. Let's go ahead and put our battery hold down back on. And this little ridge right here is going to sit up against the battery right in here. And you'll see a couple of notches cut out inside of it that go up against the tray. That's right, my ratchet fell. There it goes again. Like that. That battery's in there now. So yeah, let's get all the stuff out of here and see how she starts. Because like I said, this was right on that threshold. And you could even just hear it sometimes in the morning after not starting it for a while. You could just hear the strain that was going on. So let's see how she starts now. Much better. All right. And then while it's running, I'm going to go ahead and check my alternator and make sure that's good as well. Hopefully you can see that screen. We're just going to check our alternator. You typically want to see between 13 and 14 volts, basically any type of an excess on top of the 12. So we're showing 14 volts from the alternator right now, which is great. So she's able to completely charge the battery back up. Yeah, so that's the battery install, and then now I need to take that battery back down to O'Reilly's for the core charge so I can get my money back on it. It's a $15 core charge. And so yeah, that's the And I'd highly recommend you stay with the Motorcraft. You know, it's really tempting to go with like those crappy Walmart, you know, super starts for like $100, but there's a reason why they're cheaper, and they don't carry that awesome warranty that Ford has on them. So that's if you're driving, you know, even if you don't drive a Ford vehicle, those Motorcraft batteries are fantastic. So you know, with all the lights and everything else, and just play, you know, because if I'm waiting somewhere a while, I'll just shut my truck off and just leave it an accessory and just listen to music. So I'm surprised that battery lasted 9 years. So, but I'm sure someone here is gonna, you know, say they had a battery that lasted 15 years. I don't know, but so yeah, comments, questions, leave them down below. Feeling generous, hit that like button, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.